House, not in my studio this morning, but just right here in the front room. And I was just taking the Cajon into the studio to do a little work, and I thought I would demonstrate something that I found to be pretty far out, especially using this LP Americana Cajon. Of course, the Cajon, if anybody's seen it traditionally played, whether it's in Peru or the flamenco context or even in the Afro-Cuban context, for the most part, people sit on the Cajon. In the Afro-Cuban tradition, of course, it varies, but especially in the Peruvian playing and in flamenco playing, you sit on the Cajon and the striking surface is mainly the front surface here. Bass sound, high sound, tapping sound, and you can also get other nuances. You can use your knuckles, so many things you can do. But one thing I found a little far out, and I've applied it in a few playing situations that were really, really cool when I heard it back on recording, is to turn the Cajon sideways. Okay, big question mark. So obviously, if you're sitting on the Cajon and you're playing congas, for instance, it's also a nice thing to turn the Cajon sideways, and you have access to playing conga or bongo or whatever, and using the Cajon by sitting on it and playing sideways like this. So certainly one thing. But there's a whole nother spectrum of sound that can be had by playing both sides of the Cajon. This is certainly the main striking surface. But especially on this Cajon, I found that even playing the back side where you have your port that the sound comes out, by controlling that hole, you can create some pretty cool sounds, some pretty cool nuances in your sound. So here's one idea. This is what it would sound like a little bit. So I still have my high-pitched sound, tapping sound, the bass sound, everything. But if I put it in combination with controlling that hole, I'll just do that for a minute to give you an idea. It's almost a little bit like an udu sound or talking drum or tabla sound. So now if you took that, and I actually left my ring on, I'm not advising this for everybody, but if you have good technique and you don't hit too hard and you won't damage your Cajon, one of the things you can do is use it So really pretty cool things you can do. Pretty cool sounds you can make. So just another idea of many in utilizing your Cajon. I especially like this Cajon because it just sounds great anyway, but then doing some of these kind of experimental things just makes it that much cooler. So just another idea to utilize your Cajon, so check it out one more time. So many cool ideas. So